the first question you should ask yourself is, what do you actually want to do? There is no possibility to answer make $1 million. That's not something you can actually do, right? Like $1 million is just a utility function. It's just literally a construct we invented to evaluate something. It's not something you can actually do. Like you can eat something, right? That's something you can do. Or, you can be in your apartment. Like there are certain things, like I think the biggest mistake of the financial system or money as a utility is that it's being substituted with the actual need. So if you have the basic need to have shelter or to eat food or to be free, to be able to move, like these are actual relevant basic needs, right? It's the thing itself that you need, that you feel like you need, that makes you happy. It's not the money. The money is just a utility that we use as an intermediate, as a trade-off to be able to evaluate these different types of things. I think to ask yourself the question, what is the underlying, the actual thing that you feel like you want, that makes you happy, that you're drawn towards to? I think if you understand that better, then you are not getting stuck in this thing of just thinking about the utility. Because if you think about money only, then there is no ending, right? Because 1,000 euros, 2,000 euros, 5,000 euros, 500,000 euros, like 500,000 euros is just 100 times more than 5,000. Does it actually make a change in covering your basic needs? Probably not. You don't need 10 houses. There's nothing in you that is saying like, oh, I need, 10 different places to live in. You don't need to eat gold. Like there's nothing really fundamentally in you that is driving towards this. And so I think when you focus on this essential attraction of like, what do you want to do? What is the thing that you feel drawn towards? I've rarely met people that really do need money for that. Most of it you can do with pretty few resources. And I think that's pretty amazing, because then we can put our resources into advancing the course of like growing us, basically, because you don't need to possess it. You don't need to have $1 billion that just lie in your bank account. It's just not necessary. Like it's not really bringing anyone further. And the thing is also, I'm not blaming anyone for feeling that way, right? Like I felt that way. I still feel that way in some. I'm scared, man. It's like, I think everyone to some degree is like, when I'm losing money, I'm like, the first thing is like, oh, what if I can't fulfill my basic needs anymore at some point? It's absolutely absurd, but it's a fear that also comes up for me. Is like, if I lose 10% of my net worth, I'm like, wow, holy shit, okay, what if I go broke? I mean, now I'm in an absolutely luxurious position, but I experienced that multiple times, is that people around me amass money for the sake of security. So it's like, what if I need this at a later point in time, right? Like, what if in 10 years I want to buy a house with my family? So now I make 2 million, so then later I can do whatever I want. What if I want to do that? What if I don't want to work anymore? And it's like, my point is, I think if you try to make money just to be able to take care of every potential situation that you might get in, that you might want to do, this is a never-ending chase. This is a never-ending story of like, you might just need 100 million then, because what if you want to buy a yacht? What if you want to have 3 kids and want to have a really, really expensive home? So I think my point is, what I've realized is that when I put my energy towards the thing I really want to do, this is the thing I directly want to put my focus on, and not try to make money and then try to do that, because the energy that is being lost in that process is absurd. So I would suggest to just take a look at that, and maybe there are things that you want to do right now that you can maybe start, even if it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, start doing it, and then maybe it develops into something, or you realize it's maybe not that important.